Hey guys, welcome to the second part of making the album. In this one, we're going to be looking at drums and other percussion. So let's get right into it, shall we? Here's a song. Here's one of the songs I've been working on. Lifeline. Basically, how I go about the song. I'll start off by with just this. Basically, I'll start off with just the song itself. After I've figured out the tempo, most of the time I just go on the internet and find an online tempo clicker and you play the song through. You press any key on your keyboard and it counts the beat. Once it looks right to me, then I put it in here in Pro Tools, and I just change the tempo there. After that, I'll go onto this and I'll move it about a bit until eventually I get I can see on the waveform things like the kicks, which are most when a song's just starting off, and especially with the neighbour song and it builds up, you can see the kicks and the snares and all that really easily. So I line them up with the bars here as best I can. Most of the time you won't get them 100% exact, but obviously the closer the better. So after I've done that, I just move it into place, and I'll listen through it for a little bit, just to get a general gist of the song, and you know how that goes. After that, what I'd do is, whilst listening to it, I would start to input manually the drums, which you can see here on this region. They're all the drums. What I do is I have a program called Superior Drummer. Just change the output of this. The program is Superior Drummer. It's a plugin. I can't remember who it's by again. Sorry, I've forgotten about that. I'll put it in the link below, with a link below if you're looking to download this. But yeah, so basically, this is it. I've made a preset for what it says there, the iEmpire drum kit. And basically what I do is I'll just go through the song and manually input each part of the drum. It is time consuming, but obviously it's the only way I can do it at the moment. So when you go through it and after you've done it, you want to play it. Oh, solo that. Oh, why aren't you working? Anyway, problem with the buffer weight there. Hold on, just gonna increase it, put it to the max. It's thinking. Never a good sign. Right, okay, so play this now. Pretty much that all the way through until you get to this part here. So yeah, with this you have the option of changing all the pieces of the drum kit. You can add more cymbals. You can take them away. You can do whatever you want really. I'll show you the difference with the snare. Right, now I'm going to change that snare to just the Black Beauty. Load the samples. This one's that sounds more fuller to me, but then there's all sorts of different ones. There's a 5x10 one here. This will sound really funny now. I wouldn't use that obviously on a song like this. But once you've got your drum kit built and you've got all your notes put in, basically all I do is I'll just create drum tracks. Here they are. Create my drum tracks, and I'll assign the inputs of these to the outputs of these. So basically, like in a real recording situation, I'm recording the kick, the snare, the toms, the hi-hat, the overheads, and the room all separately, rather than just in one big mess, because that way I can mix properly. So that's basically it for the drums. I mean, I've gone through 3 different drum programs before. Well, sorry, I've gone through 2 different drum programs before I got to this one. First one was BFD, but I only had like the BFD Lite, and you couldn't do much on that at all. And I found it to be, a nuisance really. It just didn't give us a very good sound. It was horrible. No, I'm not saying that it's wrong. If you want to use that, then that's fine. Like it's all personal preference really. Then I moved to Easy Drummer. That got a lot better. Then that gave me the control I needed to record, everything separately. So I have more control over my mix. Then I upgraded to Superior Drummer, and I have yet to see anything that can rival this at the moment. Obviously, a real drummer would rival this, but I don't have a drum kit. I can't play drums that well. I can hit them. That's about it, really. Obviously you have to hit the drums, but I can't play the drums properly. And also at the moment I don't have any means of recording the drums themselves. Ordered some stuff, waiting for that to arrive, but I say this is what I use at the moment. Another reason for using this is because you'll know everything's in time then, because it's all done. It's all done to the beat. It's all done. Everything's in line and in time basically, and it'll never go out of time. Whereas you'll find that with even the best drummers in the world will go out of time, even if it's only for like a second or two. They'll go out of time. And when it comes to delays, like with most Angels Airwaves songs, I use a digital delay, and what I use on that digital delay, I use it to coincide with the tempo of the song, so I can change the delay to 8ths, quarter notes, dotted, things like that. It'll stop problems in your mix later on, which I'll talk about that in another video when it comes to show you the delays and that. But with the drums being in time, the delays are always in time. The only thing that can really put them off is the guitar playing, being hideously out of time. But I'll go into detail of what I do with the guitars in another video. So that's basically it for the drums. When it comes, I'll just get rid of this. When it comes to other percussion, by other percussion I mean synths. Or electronic drum beats and other things. This is what I've got here. Like, I'll show you these. This is these are things that I will have sampled in either by recording just sounds from a drop, like me dropping things, like dropping a pencil or a pen or anything, what I mean, to using Pro Tools and some of the plugins it has, which do have things like electronic drum beats and electronic percussion sounds. But this is what I got for this. It's pretty basic, but that's it follows what it kind of does. It follows what it does in the real song, but obviously I've tried recreating that to the best of my abilities. When it comes to do it again, you just got to listen through it, and you got to try and work your way through all the other parts in it. I mean, obviously, you know, you got to learn to, if you want to hear the bass, you got to learn to hear the bass. I mean, obviously in this song it's not that difficult because it's, you know, pretty it's pretty high up in the mix. You can hear it, like it dominates most of the frequency range in this. But yeah, so you know, when it comes to these, I have numerous different things which you can do. I'll just open this up here. I'll just show you this plugin here, Expand. This has quite a few different presets, or different samples, I should say. Sorry. Percussion. Here you go. You've got loads of things here. These are mainly orchestral things, with the odd shaking percussion, like metallic percussion and that. Here's what I kind of look to use. It's the natural percussion. The electronic percussion. And I'm just using my MIDI keyboard here to control this. I mean, obviously, all of those, you know, won't do in any old fashion. Like you gotta really look for, you know, something that you need. You gotta look for a particular sound, and chances are you'll find something in here, and you can combine 2 or 3 different sounds to create one specific sound. Like, you know, it all comes down to, you know, how much you're going to put into it. Like, you know, if you're just going to do basic bare minimum, then obviously it won't sound as good as it would do, obviously, if you put a load of effort into it. So that's that. Also things like I'll just show you this crunchy sound. That's a combination of white or pink noise, can't remember which one it was now. White or pink noise with distortion and an EQ on it, and I think I mixed something else in there with it, but it's, you know, it's, I say 2 or 3 different things plus some plugins to create just one audio file. It does, you know, it does take a lot of time and effort to you know, get it right. I'll just give you a little sneak peek of the song, shall I? Yeah, still not all the way there with that yet. Some tweaking to do with it, and maybe some changing that synth, because it's very breathy. But yeah, so yeah, that's really about it for drums. That's how I go about the drums and percussion anyway. In the next video I'll be talking about bass and guitars, and maybe in that video as well delays and reverbs, but I might save that for a different video. Alright, thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one.